Welcome to Rise Well. My name is Kelsey, and I developed this program or this class for myself. And sharing this Rise Well Ground into Gratitude has been a way for me to really move with you all and share why beginning your day this way with intention, with breath, and with movement is so important. And having that moment to just connect in with yourself, to fill your cup first before you step out into the world is so important. And for today, we have a longer 45-minute extended class where we'll be doing a lot more Pilates. But our theme for the class today is all about receiving, opening your heart and allowing yourself to receive a little bit more through breath, through presence, and through movement. And honestly, just by showing up to this class today is a way of giving back to yourself. I created Rise Well on the three main pillars of breath, which we will start with. And it's a way to just settle into your body, regulate your nervous system. The second pillar is intention setting. That's where we'll bring out your journal and you'll be able to anchor your mind and your heart around one single point of focus. Today, it's about the act of receiving. And then the final and third pillar is all about movement and embodying your intention through your movement practice. And as I mentioned, today we'll be doing a bit more Pilates and moving our bodies a little longer than our normal Rise Well class. So, without further ado, I want you to find a comfortable seat if you have not already. I'm seated on a meditation cushion. Make sure that you have enough space to move, especially today we're going to be doing a bit more movement. But find a comfortable seat. You can also do this first bit lying down if you want to do it lying down as well. But shut your eyes. And if you are seated, I want you to place your hands at your knees. And the first thing that we're going to do is just settle in and find our breath. So I want you to just become aware of how you're inhaling and how you're exhaling. It might feel a little shallow this morning. It might feel a little slow. But as you start to become more aware of your breath, I want you to deepen into it. So take a bigger, longer, fuller, more expansive breath in through your nose. Really fill up your lungs, allow the diaphragm to drop. And then exhale out through your mouth and make it long, slow, and complete. Get as empty as possible. And I want you to stay just with these slow, long, conscious breaths. We're going to do a couple different types of breath work today, but this first round is all about just becoming aware and present in your body. So it's that big, full, expansive breath in, slow, long, complete exhale out. Good. And I'm going to give you something to really visualize as we stay with this first breath component. With your inhale, I want you to really think about the length and expansion of your spine. So when you inhale, you're really lengthening your spine, your crown of head towards the ceiling. And then with your exhale, really imagine coming back to center, coming back to your heart, coming back to that connection in your body. So inhale, really be big and expansive. Find that length and space in your spine. And then with your exhale, connect back to center and at your heart. Good. So find that in and out breath, that expansion to connection sensation through your body. Deep breath in through your nose. And full, complete exhale out through your mouth. Let it go. Beautiful. One more together. Inhale, deep breath in. Think about that length through your spine, and exhale, let it on go. Good. And now stay with that sensation of length and space to your spine. And I want you to take one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly, and we're going to switch up our breath now to what we call a physiological sigh. So it's a double inhale in through your nose, one long exhale out through your mouth. So it's inhale, inhale, exhale, let it go. Double inhale and exhale out the mouth, let it go. I'm going to do a couple more with you. And exhale, let it go again. And exhale, let it go. Now stay with that. I'm going to give you some cueing here. So with that first inhale, really think about filling up your lungs. With the second inhale, I want you to think about really breathing and inhaling into your heart space. And then with your exhale, we're getting as empty as possible. So it's a full long exhale out through your mouth. So you want to breathe in to expand your heart. And then exhale to get all of that stale, old energy out. Good, so stay with it. Inhale, inhale. Exhale, let it go. Connect back to center and soften your heart. Beautiful, stay with that. Inhale, inhale. Exhale, let it go. And as we exhale and let it go, envision making more room in your heart to receive. Inhale, inhale, breathe into your heart, exhale, let it go. Good, stay with it. And let the breath really expand through your whole body. So you want to think about that expansion through your ribs. You want to think about the expansion through your heart, through your collarbone, through your diaphragm. Really be as big as possible energetically with this breath. Good, we're going to do a couple more rounds here and I will do them with you. Inhale, inhale, exhale. Good, again. Let it go. Last round. And I want you to hold the breath on this last round. Let it circulate through your body. Stay with it. Really hold your breath. Feel that expansion through your whole system. And then exhale, let it all go through your mouth. Now from here, I want us to bring our hands to our knees and we're going to come back to that circular breath, that really long exhale that we started with, but it's going to be a bit more active and we're going to move our spine. So hands at your knees, I want you to inhale, look up, lift up, feel that length and extension through your spine. And then exhale, you're going to tilt your tail and round your pelvis and drop your head. So we go from extension on the inhale to flexion on the exhale of your spine. Inhale, look up, lift up. Exhale, let it go. And then let's just wave through this. Inhale, look up, lift up. Exhale, let it go. Good. And a big component, as I mentioned in our introduction of Rise Well, is this connection and awareness of your spine, especially when we breathe. So we're moving our spine with our breath as a way to bring more energy into our spine. Our spine houses our central nervous system. And so it's really the central highway of the connection point from our brain through the rest of our body or to the rest of our body. So really place your intention there of getting your spine to move in a way that it energizes your system and you're really able to move energy, wake yourself up, and get in a really regulated, connected place before we step out into the rest of our day. Good. So I want us to inhale, look up, lift up. Exhale, round and scoop. Let's just do a few more together. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, connect. Let's go 2 more. And last one. Good. And I want you to take one more breath in. Find a tall seated spine. Inhale in, hold that breath, and again, suspend your breath. I want you to hold this breath for as long as you can. You might start feeling a little tingly through your system. And when you can't hold that breath anymore, powerfully let it all go. And again, for this last time, get as empty as possible. Let it all go. Beautiful. Now from here, we're going to transition into our intention setting. So I'm going to read the journal prompt for you today. We're also going to pop it in the chat. So if you need to rewrite it down or you can't remember what it is, just take a look at the chat, and I'll also read it to you a couple times as well. But the prompt for today is, what does it feel like to allow myself to receive fully without guilt? And I'll say it one more time. What does it feel like to allow myself to receive fully without guilt? And if that doesn't resonate with you today, or you're having a hard time finding words or finding an answer for that, maybe just list out 3 things that you're really grateful for, that you're really thankful for in this moment. The theme of this whole program is grounding into gratitude, especially as we lead into the holiday season. So I want you to really think about things that you're grateful for. It can be the smallest thing to a really big accomplishment. Write them down if the journal prompt doesn't resonate, but the journal prompt again is, what does it feel like to allow myself to receive fully without guilt? And I don't want you to overthink it. We're just going to be here for a few minutes. We're not going to be here long. It doesn't need to be a long essay. So don't overthink it. Write whatever comes to mind first. Get in that sense of flow. And notice how and what comes up when you tap into the feeling of receiving. Some of us, including myself, have been conditioned to be overgivers. So sometimes it's hard to even tap into what that feels like to allow myself to receive without having to do anything to earn it. So sit with that. And as you start to write, and as the words come to you, I want you to also start to tap into what it feels like to receive, what it feels like in your body to receive without guilt, without feeling like you have to work for it. And again, I just want to remind you as well that you made it to class this morning, and that is an act of giving back to yourself. You took the time today to set 45 minutes out to give back to yourself, to get really intentional, to move your body and to connect in with your breath. So be thankful for that, even in itself. So we're going to take just a couple more minutes here. And as you're writing, I just want to remind you again that you want to then find a word, or maybe 1 or 2 words or a phrase of what it feels like, the sensation in your body. For me, the first thing that came to mind is when I allow myself to receive without the need to earn it and without guilt, it's a softness that comes to my body. It makes me feel soft. I didn't have to work for it. It wasn't hard. So allowing myself to feel soft is where my mind goes and where my body taps into. So let's take about 1 more minute I'm gonna set myself up here to get ready to move. Good. So let's wrap that intention setting up. I'm going to set all my things to the side. And now we're moving into the third and final pillar of Rise Well. And we're going to move into about a 25-minute Pilates mat flow, as I mentioned. So a little longer session today. I got to keep an eye on my timer and on my phone. So what we want to do as we take that intention, what we just journaled about, you want to think about embodying that one word or that one phrase that I gave you for today. So whatever that is, think of how that feels or tap into how that feels in your body. And we are going to infuse that energy, amplify that energy into our body. And so we can tap into that state. And as we leave class, walk out into the world in that state. So find a seat, bend your knees, bring your legs out in front of you. We're going to have some fun today. So sit nice and tall, find your posture, grab the back of your knees. Let's take a deep inhale, breath in. And with your exhale, you're going to tuck around and scoop. Exhale, round forward, restack. Good. So we're just going to roll through our spine here. As I mentioned, a major component of Rise Well is this activation of energy moving through our spine, but Pilates, as its foundational component, is very focused too on spinal alignment and mobility and movement of your spine. So they kind of go hand in hand. Pilates is definitely my home base and has been an inspiration for why I created Rise Well. We want to get the spine moving. We want to find that energy through our spine, which and then is so foundational to the function and efficiency of the rest of our body. Good. So now let's bring our arms out in front of you. It's going to go a little deeper here now. And round forward and restack. So through this class today, we're going to move our spine in all the angles. Right now, we're going back into that flexion and extension of the spine that we did earlier in our breath work. Let's just do 3 more. You're just rolling back halfway, getting that low core connection, scooping, rounding forward, restacking it up. Good. Now we're going to hold this next one back here. And breathe. Good. Now stay in this scoop. I want you to inhale, lift your left arm up. And exhale, drag it down. Inhale, lift the right arm up. And exhale down. So you want to stay in this nice deep C curve. And you want to really feel that core connection, that core stabilization. And you're going to breathe. Inhale, left arm. Exhale, drag it down. Inhale, right arm. And as you drag that arm down one at a time, I want you to really think about dragging that arm down through mud. So creating a sense of resistance for yourself. 1 more on each side. Good. And last one, hold, round forward, restack. Lift up. And then we're going to roll back again. We're going to do 1 more variation and open and close. I want you to turn your palms to face up. Reinvest in that scoop. Inhale, left arm opens. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, right arm opens. And bring it in. Good. So let's just go left to right, right to left. We're going to feel our obliques activate a little bit more with this one. So as you open, you find that leverage out and your oblique has to fire. And again, that exhale on the draw in creates a sense of resistance for yourself, gets you to feel the work a little bit deeper. Let's go 1 more on each side. Open and close. Last one. Open and close. From here, we're going to roll it all the way down onto the mat. I'm going to scoop myself forward so I have some space. Now from here, you're going to ground through your feet, keep your knees bent. We're going to go into a basic chest lift. So inhale, take a deep breath in. Exhale, head and chest are going to curl. Feel that cinch around your waistline. Inhale, lower. Exhale, curl it up. Look through your knees. Now we want to try to maintain a neutral spine. So tailbone should stay heavy in your mat. There should be a little bit of space at your lumbar spine. And when you curl up, you're lifting from your chest and you're just looking over your knees. Let's do 3 more here. And 2. Good. Last one, curl up, hold it up. Try to get to the tips of your shoulder blades. We're going to add a twist. Rotate towards your right. Inhale, bring it back to center. Twist, rotate to your left. Good. So as we go right to left, your pelvis should stay really stable still. Good. Let's just go 2 more on each side. Good. Last 1 and 1. Stay stable through the pelvis. Stay really connected to your core. Good. Bring it to center. Lower head and chest down. From here, I want you to open your arms to a T'd position. Your right leg comes up to tabletop. Your left leg comes up to tabletop. Knees and ankles are going to squeeze together. So adding on a little bit more rotation now through the lower part of our spine, we're going to take it to supine spine twist. You want to drop your knees over to the right. Let your left hip lift. Keep knees and ankles stacked together. Exhale, bring it back through to center. Inhale over to the left. The right hip lifts. Shoulders stay down though. So again, coming back to that mobility and connection and awareness of the spine, we're now taking it into some rotational work. We did the upper spine. Now we're doing the lower part of our spine. And you don't want to go too low. You want to keep your core connected. You want to feel that deeper connection through your core as you exhale and bring the legs back through to center. Good. We're going to go 1 more on each side. Over to the right, your left hip lifts. Exhale, bring it through to center. And then over to the left. Good. And bring it through to center. Hold here. Reset your pelvis, bring your arms down by your side. Legs stay in a tabletop position. Toe taps. Inhale down with the right. Exhale, lift. Down with the left. And exhale, lift. Good. So just alternate right and left. Good. And with our exhale, again, sort of same idea of when we were leveraging our arms, we want to think about dragging that knee up through mud as we bring the leg back to tabletop and really feeling that work on the draw up. So if you can't touch the floor, totally fine. I'd rather you go only halfway down and stay in a really solid position of your spine versus arching your back to dip your foot down to the floor and coming out of alignment. So stay with your breath. Exhale on the up, inhale on the down. We have 1 more on each side. Last one. Pull it in. Hug your knees into your chest for just a moment. You can rock it side to side. And then from here, we're going to take it into some more core work. Happy Pilates class today, everyone. We're going to get it in. So head and chest are going to curl up. Both hands come onto your right knee. Extend the left. We're going to take it into a little single leg stretch. And switch. And switch. And the breath here. Exhale as you extend the leg. Quick inhale as you switch. So it's good. So stay with it. We're going to build a little bit of heat with this one, right to left. Good. Let's go for 4 and 3 and 2. Last 1 and 1. Bring it in. I want you to bring the right leg in, extend your left leg long. Try to lengthen your right leg up to the ceiling. We're going to get a little hamstring pull in. 1, 2, switch. 1, 2. And if you need to grab your thigh, totally fine.
but we're still working core, but now getting a little bit of length and stretch through our hamstring. Switch. 1, 2. 1, 2. Good. 2 more on each side. Last one. Beautiful. And hug the knees in. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. All right, so we're gonna bend our knees, bring our arms long back down by our side, and give our abs a little bit of a breather and go into some articulating bridge work here. So I want you to press down through your arms. Feel into that neutral spinal alignment. Take an inhale. Exhale, imprint your spine down onto your mat. Roll your pelvis up. And I want you to think about reaching your knees and your pelvis up and over something. So really long. And then vertebrae by vertebrae, roll it down. Re-release out to neutral. Exhale, imprint, scoop, roll it up. And roll it down. So this is different than a yoga bridge. Yoga bridges a lot of times are more about the heart opening, which is a focus of today, but just not with this movement, and getting back extension. Pilates bridges are more so about core connection, glute activation, hamstring activation, and staying really strong and centered. So we're gonna do a couple more here, and you wanna wave through the spine. So again, coming back to that articulation, that mobility, that movement of your spine. It's always a theme. It is always present in your Pilates practice. So scoop and roll up to where you feel like you're the most connected. Doesn't have to be high. Just find the position where you really feel hamstrings, glutes, and core, okay? And then I want you to give me a scoop of your pelvis, dial your pubic bone up towards the ceiling. That's your inhale, or excuse me, that's your exhale. You're gonna inhale, release your tail, release your glutes, and then you're gonna exhale, imprint, scoop again. So dial the pubic bone up. Inhale, release. Exhale, scoop and imprint, pubic bone dial is up, and you really feel that activation. Inhale, release. Exhale, scoop and print, activate glutes. Good. Let's go for 4. And release. And 3. And 2. Good. Last one. Scoop, roll it down, release out to neutral. We're gonna come up one more time and do one more variation. Imprint, scoop, dial it up, stabilize your pelvis. So again, come to that most connected position. And now we're gonna march in place. So right leg is going to lift up to tabletop. Inhale, set it down. Left leg lifts to tabletop. And as you guys can see, I just placed my hands at my pelvis because I want to just check that my pelvis is stable. The goal is to not let one hip drop down as we move right to left. You want to keep that pelvis as level and even as possible as we switch. So the glutes have to do a lot more work as we go right to left here. Good. Let's go one more on each side. And then we're gonna set the foot down, roll it all the way down, and then extend your legs. I have to move myself back. I have all my stuff in the way here. So lengthen legs long, reach overhead. Okay, so we're gonna take it into a roll up. This is not a movement for everybody, so make whatever modification you can. Arms come overhead, legs are long. You're gonna inhale to prepare, arms come towards the ceiling, head and chest lift, exhale, ribs draw down. We scoop, we roll ourselves forward to where our shoulders are over our knees, and then we restack it up. Good, tuck, scoop, roll it back and down. Arms reach overhead, keep the shoulder blades connected, arms come up, inhale, exhale, ribs anchor, belly button draws back. We scoop and find that deep C curve, restack it on up. Beautiful, we got 3 more. Bring the arms overhead, take your time as you come down. And if this is really hard for you, practice by bending your knees, and as you come up, you can grab the back of your thighs to help get you into that movement. And as you go down, really try to take it slow. Good. This is our last one. We're just going to roll it on up. Scoop, round, and restack. Beautiful. Okay, from here, we're now going to take it into some side. So we've done flexion extension of the spine. We've done some rotation. Now we're definitely going to get some more movement through our side body. Again, with that theme, spinal connection, spinal alignment. A lot of times we don't talk about the spine as much in Pilates classes, but it is our foundation, and it's such an important piece in all of our movement, really. So come down onto your forearms or your inside forearm. You're going to bring your hand to your hip, bend your knees, and extend your top leg out long, okay? Now, try not to dump into the shoulder. You want to lift up and out of the shoulder. You're going to flex the foot, sweep it forward, point, and bring it back. And I want the breath to be exhale forward. Give me a double pulse, actually, and then point and swing it back. Exhale, flex. Inhale, swing it back. And forward 2, and long exhale back for 1. So it's similar to our physiological sigh, except the breath is opposite. It's long inhale back, exhale forward, 1, 2, inhale, sweep it back. And as you do this, the goal is to keep your pelvis stable. I don't care how big the kick of your leg is. I want the focus to be on hip and pelvic stabilization. Good. Let's go for 3. And sweep it back. And 2. And back. And last 1. And back. Hold it here. Flex your foot. We're just going to inhale, tap the leg down. Exhale, lift it up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. And you should start to feel some work in the outer hip in the glute medius. Again, don't forget about that underside body. If you want to take this arm and give yourself that tactile cue, do it so you know that you're lifted up and out. You're going to inhale, lower, exhale, lift. Let's go for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Lower the leg down. Bend both of your knees. We're going to find what we call sometimes a Z-sit or a mermaid position. Sit tall, and now we're going to get into that more full lateral flexion extension. I want you to just bring your arms out to a T. You're going to counter stretch and side bend over. And then I want you to bring your arms back to the T, bring the forearm down, kick your leg, and bring it over. Good. So it's a little bit more of a fluid, active movement. Boom, kick. Reach it over, counter stretch. Bring it over, lengthen, kick long. Good. And kick. Let's go for 3. And kick. And 2. Beautiful. Good. On this last one, we're going to hold it over. I want you to just kick once. Boom. But bring that leg down to the floor and then bring your top hand behind your head. Now a little bit more rotation from the side position. Inhale, give me a little counter rotation, look up towards the ceiling. And then you're going to exhale, rotate from your torso, look down to your down fingertips. Inhale, rotate it, open. Exhale, rotate down. Let's go for 4. And 3. Good. Last 2. And 1 more. Good. Bring it up. We're going to swing it on over. I'm going to stay facing you all. So from here, come down onto that forearm again. Other side. You'll extend the top leg out long, lift up and out of your inside shoulder girdle.
Flex the foot, lift it. We're gonna sweep forward for a 2 pulse and then sweep it back. Good, so it's exhale forward. Inhale back. Exhale forward, 1, 2, sweep, inhale back. And as you can see, I have placed my hand on my glute or at the back of my hip, and I have it there as a form of a tactile feedback of knowing whether or not my hip is moving. And as I mentioned on the other side, we really want to make sure that our hip is stable, or I should say, that's the more important part of this movement versus the kick or how big of the kick of your leg is. Let's go for 3 and sweep it back. 2, good, and 1. Point, sweep it back, flex the foot again, lower the leg down, tap your mat, exhale, lift. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift. And again, same concept here. It's not about how high you get the leg, it's how stable you're able to keep your core and your pelvis. And you really want to feel that work here through the outer hip and glute. And lift. And lift. Good. Let's go for 4. And 3, lift up and out of your down shoulder. 2 and 1. Lower, bend both of your knees, find that Z sit, find that mermaid sit. We're going to counter stretch it over first. Reach, breathe into that side body, get that lateral extension and length. And then we're going to bring it over, find the T with your arms, kick, opposite arm comes overhead, counter stretch. And over kick. Beautiful. Counter stretch. And over kick. Good. Stay with it. And this is just kind of feel good, fluid movement. Again, bringing that awareness back to the spine, getting that other avenue or that other mobility of the spine. So lateral flexion extension. We've done forward and back, regular flexion and extension. We've done rotation. And now we're getting that side to side action. Good. Let's go one more. You're going to bring it all the way over. Keep the leg long. Arm comes behind the head. Actually, I think I had my knee bent on that last one. Arm comes behind the head. Lift up and out of your shoulder girdle. Take an inhale. Exhale, twist. Look towards your fingertips. Inhale, open it up. Good. And give me a little counter rotation. Exhale, twist. Good. Inhale, open up, look towards your ceiling just a little bit. And as you exhale down towards your mat, really imagine staying long through the spine, drawing your belly button back towards your spine, cinching your waistline. Good. Inhale, open. Exhale, twist. Good. We got 2 more here. Good. And last one. Beautiful. Now rotate all the way down. And actually, I'm going to turn this way. It's a little bit better. We're going to find a quadruped position from here. So on hands and knees, ground down through the tops of your shins. Find that neutral spinal alignment even from this position. And we're going to do a little cat-cow. So inhale, look forward, lengthen the spine. Exhale, round spine scoop. So now a little bit more flexion extension of our spine. Inhale, look forward, lengthen. Exhale, round and scoop. And really allow that full movement of your spine. Round scoop. Drop your gaze between your knees. One more. Good. And then re-lengthen. I'm going to move forward just a little. And I want you to tuck your toes under. Your spine is going to stay long and in neutral position. Shift your body weight back. Get a bit of a stretch through the bottoms of your feet. And then I want you to pitch forward. So inhale back. Spine stays stable here. Exhale forward. Good. So just find that forward and back movement We're getting that flexion now at our hips and at our knees. And spine stays long. One more. And then let's find that neutral position again. Bring the tops of your feet down. I want you to step back with your left foot. Right arm extends out. We're going to take it into a little bird dog. Now lift that left leg. First, just hold and balance. If this feels impossible to do today, bring the hand down and just keep the leg out, and we'll do a lower and lift of the leg. If you have your arm out with me, we're going to go into that regular bird dog, up and down. So it's inhale, lower, exhale, lift. And we want to think about that cross diagonal connection from our right shoulder girdle down and over to our left glute. And it's a direct hinge around the right shoulder and left glute. Let's go for 3 and 2 and last one. Good. Hand comes down, knee comes down. Reset it out. We're going to step the right foot back, hold it, left arm comes forward, right leg then lifts. And again, if the balance feels off here, keep the arm down and just focus on the leg lift, where we're going to tap down and lift it up. Tap it down and lift. Good. Stay connected to your core and breathe. And again, we want to focus on spine stabilization here and feeling that connection from left shoulder girdle to right glute. We got 4 more here. And 3 and 2. Last one. Good. Hand comes down, knee comes down. Reset. We're going to take it over now to some plank work, but we're going to work our way through it. So toes are going to tuck under. And also, if you have any wristy issues, you can definitely go down onto your forearms from here. That might make it a little easier on the wrist if you want to go down onto the forearms. But either way, tuck toes under, find that neutral position through your spine. We're just going to hover our knees a couple inches off the mat to start. Inhale, deep breath. Exhale, just lift and hover. Good. Inhale, lower it down. We're going to do 2 more from there. Inhale, take a breath. Exhale, lift and hover. Find the connection to your core. Inhale, lower. Now from this next one, we're going to lift, hover. And then I want you to step your left foot back. Find that plank, and then right foot goes back with it. And I just want you to hold here. And breathe. That's the hard part, right? Stay with your breath, and we're going to add a really slow mountain climb. Right knee tucks forward. Step it back. Left knee tucks forward. Step it back. Right. Left. Right. Left. Good. Stay with it. Good. 2 more on each side. Right. And left. Last one and 1. Right. And left. Good. Set your knees down carefully. And we're going to come all the way down onto our bellies for a little bit of back extension to finish up here. So I would like for you to bring your hands down onto the floor, kind of right underneath your shoulders. I don't want to get my mic muffled, but you can let your head come down. So forearms down onto your mat. Tops of feet heavy on the floor. Pubic bone heavy on the floor. Also think about toning your belly button and your low abs away from the mat. That might feel like totally impossible, but just put your focus there. And with your inhale breath, you're going to lift and peel your chest away from your mat. Your gaze is going to stay downward, but maybe goes about 2 feet in front of your head. And then exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Find that sense of length through your mid-back versus how high you get your head. And lower it down. Beautiful. Good. One more, and then we're going to add on. Lift, hold it. Bring your arms long by your side. Press your palms into your thighs. Lower down. Now with your inhale, you're going to lift and find that extension. Chest lifts away from the mat. And again, we want to think more about finding length through our spine versus height through the head. You got 4 more. And down. And 3. Good. And down. Last 2. Beautiful. And 1 more. Find that sense of length. Bring your hands forward onto your mat. Press yourself up. And sit on back into child's pose. And I want you to just hold this position for a moment. Allow your low back to release. If you can, think about breathing into your low back from this position. Your knees should be wide apart. And this is sort of your moment of surrender here. The theme of class was about receiving. And I just want to remind you again that just showing up for class today, just showing up for yourself today, just giving yourself this 45 minutes to connect in a little bit more deeply than maybe you normally do is a gift. And feel good. Allow yourself to celebrate that. Let's take one more breath here from this child's posed position. So take an inhale in through your nose. And then exhale, let it go out through your mouth. And let's find one more comfortable seat for our last moments together. So bring a hand to your heart. Bring a hand to your belly, and in that same tone of receiving with your hand on your heart, find that sense of softness that we hopefully created, that sense of space that we hopefully created around your heart today. Congratulate yourself for giving yourself this gift of movement, of breath and intention. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale, let it go. Open your eyes. And thank you again so much for joining me with Rise Well, Ground into Gratitude. I hope that you feel better than you felt when we started class this morning. And I hope that you have a beautiful day. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you all soon.